David, we've been admiring your rapid progress as a junior, and winning the British Championship was brilliant, and you're playing the top players in the world. Did you enjoy the tournament?
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. It's nice. It's always nice to test yourself against the best in the world, and I was slightly disappointed with the way I played in the end and the final result, but it's a good experience, and hopefully next time I'll be able to show that I've improved.
Yeah, Vukovic, can you bugger off? Sorry.
Chess-wise, I don't think I was as well prepared, so I felt that was a big issue because my confidence was much higher last year when I prepared virtually every opening. I felt I was able to play the first 20 moves instantly. This year I had to think too long, and it just had a big effect, I think, on the final result.
Did you feel more pressure this time?
I felt expectations were higher after last year, and
that's what was your rating performance last year? It was a bit higher than it was quite
27, 60.
20, and this year it's about 26 something.
About maybe just under 2600, which is so disappointing.
Did you do anything differently this time to last time?
I think
apart from sort of less preparation, maybe.
Not really. I tried to keep the same routine every day, and similar to last year, but I think it was just a matter of preparation, and in a couple of games things quite even, and luck plays a big part in this, and I didn't play that badly, but I mean, a few half points here and there.
Luck as in sort of not seeing something that was
at critical moments. Maybe I didn't trust my instincts in one of these games where I wanted to play a move which drew, and then I lost. I played a move which was inferior, and I was just basically lost immediately, which was frustrating. But I mean, these are just small things.
So it's not just a question of pure brute force calculation.
I wish it was.
Have you been doing a lot of work with Ribco over the last few months, or is it chess books? Do you still buy chess books? Any chess books at all?
Yeah, I mean.
What's your last book that you bought?
Last book.
Or that you're reading?
John Cox's Berlin Wall.
Oh no, I played John Cox in this tournament. He murdered me. Oh, that was great.
That was the last minute.
Berlin Wall. He put me off totally playing E4. So you read his book and then had a disaster with the Berlin Wall in that.
Yeah, I didn't quite play the Berlin Wall. I played a sideline of it.
Was that in the book? Or
no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, I completely equalised out the opening, and then I just blocked horribly. So that was disappointing, but okay. I mean, I'm at university now, so it's kind of hard to study with Ribco all the time. And I mean, I still read chess books like every night before bed, but it's difficult to adjust your mind afterwards.
What about in terms of fitness level? Have you done anything specific on that side?
Nothing. I wasn't really thinking about this tournament, but I've been going to the gym like a couple of times a week at university, and in general, I like to keep generally fit because it makes me feel better as a person. So.
Actually, do you think Blitz chess damages for longer time controls? Are you not looking for finesses in positions, or do you think there's a major downside to playing Blitz?
I think Blitz, well, it's kind of useful to help you, force you to calculate quicker, but then I think in terms of concentration, long term it can be damaging if you play too much. I mean, I went through a stage of playing bullet chess a lot on ICC. And
I'm playing a lot of bullet chess myself on Chess Cube as well. And I think it wasn't the best preparation. I was playing at midnight on Chess Cube, and I was blundering the next day in critical positions, funny enough, when there were more accurate moves. So that is as bad habits, do you think, or
yeah, I mean,
form?
There wasn't a massive difference in my play, but I did find I was wanting to play moves immediately that normally I'd think about, and I mean, it just feels as if it damages the way you think, really. And during that 1 year that I kept playing ICC, I didn't really improve, so I mean, I cut down on that now.
Actually, one idea I've had recently, we're looking at different time controls, how like Nakamura could be good at bullet and very good at long games. Do you think the shorter games, more intuition is like subjectivity, and the longer the time, the more objectivity? You've got to avoid looking at the positions look scary. You've got to look at the details of the position and analyse it out more in the longer game. Or do you think?
I definitely agree. I mean, there's still a sense of using your intuition, but then in long games you have to see right to the end because there could be a crucial detail you've missed and it could change everything. But I mean, I think Nakamura said that he's cut down now playing bullet. He only plays rarely because it's a very different mindset, really. And well, now he's very solid. He's able to play completely different positions, whereas in bullet, I mean, maybe he just needs to sacrifice some stuff.
Yes, because a lot of games we won on time anyway, so
exactly.
The pressure and initiative.
Very good thinking. I mean, his calculation in the game I played against him, you've just seen lots of variations. But then, I mean, in the long game, it's about seeing the right things. In bullet, it's just about seeing a couple of details, really.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the future? What is your ultimate aim to the next few years?
It's made me, this tournament's made me think about my situation, and it's just very difficult to combine studying and chess. I mean, I'm sure, well,
You're speaking to Luke
found that.
yeah.
Everyone seems to find that, and there'll probably come a stage when I have to choose, and this tournament's just made me more determined to improve and work harder, because I know that I can match these guys on my day. And this year, I just want to feel as if I've maybe won a couple of tournaments, or well, maybe I've broadened my repertoire, something that I can look back on at the end of 2011.
Okay, so do you think people are finding it easy to prepare against you, or?
At the moment, yeah. I mean, in the past I've been too predictable. I've been trying to change that. For example, I played the Open Sicilian twice here. I think I've only done that 5 times in my life, so I've been trying to dodge their preparation and things, but of course it's hard if you're just trying new stuff against these guys.
And what do you think about the point system? Do you think that made much more entertaining playing for wins, avoiding, say, the Slav defences, that boring sort of stuff? Or?
I don't think it made a difference at all. I mean, they already have a situation where you can't agree draws unless it's completely drawn or repetition. And they already have
Sophia rules, is it?
Yeah, Sophia rules. And they already have financial win bonuses, so I don't think 3 points makes any difference. And personally, I would never use it in a chess tournament.
Do you like the increment time limit? Do you prefer that to the guillotine?
It's difficult to say, really. I'd probably prefer the increment because I'm always quite low on time.
So you don't like the time pressure angles of normal sort of club?
I think visually it makes it more interesting for the spectator, but to be honest, I don't think it makes too much of a difference long term in the game.
What about in terms of people you're working with? Have you got a team of people? Have you got seconds and things?
I wish I did. Unfortunately, it's quite expensive to keep like the full-time team. I mean, I've worked with people like Stephen Gordon, and we discussed chess stuff online and stuff, but it's difficult to do it like these guys do. I mean, I know Magnus worked with Kasparov long term, and Nakamura has a second here, so of course it's nice, it cuts down your time working, but maybe I'll have to start thinking about that. I mean, it's nice to work with Nigel and Stephen, but long term you have to really put in a big effort.
Who's been your main sort of training
A training partner?
Yeah. You don't have one.
I don't have one. I
So
think it's kind of an
you're
English
pretty much
tradition.
self-taught then.
Virtually. I mean, since I had a week with Nigel Short when I was 13, I think. Since then, I had nothing until last year when I went to a tournament with Nigel and when I went to a tournament with Stephen. But between tournaments, I've never had anything really. And I think it's just kind of an English tradition that we work on our own. We're quite secretive, self-taught, competitive. But
That's quite impressive because
maybe that's why we're lagging behind the other nations. It's definitely a handicap.
Do you enjoy doing positional sacrifices? Because I find that I do that a lot in games. Do you like playing dynamically with your material? You don't mind giving bits up for dynamic conversation?
I'd like to think I'm not materialistic, but of course I like to see some structural gains or some initiative for it. I don't know if I made any massive sacrifices this tournament, but
What's your favourite games in the last year? Favourite dynamic games? Have you?
my own or others?
Yeah, your own.
My own. If there have been any. I mean, the last round. Yeah, the last round here last year, I sacrificed the pawn long term just to destroy his position, and it was justified in the end because his position was still locked in after that. I sacrificed till the end of the game.
Oh, by the way, I saw you at the Jack Spiegel Memorial. Did you enjoy that? That was very close. We used to play at Southend, myself and Alex, and we saw you guys. That was very enjoyable, wasn't it, as well, that elite tournament at Southend?
It's always a nice tournament. I've been there a couple of times now, and I've always had fun. But I didn't feel I was in top form in that tournament at all. I was struggling through my games.
But in one of them, you wiped everyone out nearly. You won most of your games there. That was really phenomenal.
Years ago now.
I video annotated a lot of those games actually. Yeah.
I think I lost my first round in that, and then I won.
Oh, to Hebden, Smart Hebden, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So he's very comfortable with that kind of London system type system. You've got better antidote now to that, out of interest.
Yeah, I mean, I usually play the Grinfeld, but against him I've adjusted it slightly. I've had to look at different variations because he's quite predictable, and with quite a lot of work, you can predict to move 10 or something. I mean, I played him recently, the British Rapid Play, and I predicted the opening, and I was already clearly better with black after the opening. So, I mean, against these guys, you just have to adjust really, and be well prepared, of course, because he knows his stuff so
Well, thanks so much, Steve.